Since the Elytra was introduced to the world, many players consider it the fastest travel item in the game. But is that really true? Today, a player decided to challenge this common belief by conducting a comprehensive test of various travel methods in the game to determine which one truly reigns as the Speed King. He started by testing simple items and methods first. First up was the Redstone Flying Machine. By building a simple redstone contraption, a fully functional flying machine was created. However, its initial speed was not ideal. It could only move 2 blocks per second. Fortunately, after some improvements, the speed was successfully doubled, reaching 4 blocks per second, although it felt a bit faster. This speed still couldn't match normal walking pace. Next, the guy turned his attention to various rideable creatures in the game. Riding a strider, its speed is 4.14 blocks per second. The pig speed is 5.2 blocks per second. Donkeys are slightly faster, can reach 7.4 blocks per second, while horses' speed is even higher. Ordinary horses can reach 9.9 blocks per second. In pursuit of faster speed, the guy spent 150 seconds breeding a legendary blood stallion. This horse's speed is astonishing, almost reaching 14 blocks per second. Testing up to this point, the guy still hasn't stopped. He then tried riding a camel. The camel's normal walking speed is 8 blocks per second, but if you perform a sprint jump, the instantaneous speed can reach 12 blocks. There are also mules obtained by breeding donkeys and horses. If the parents have good genes, the mule's speed can reach 14.2 blocks per second. Besides these conventional riding methods, the dude also discovered a unique travel method. Using a bow and arrow, shoot the arrow at a perfect 45-degree angle while running. When the arrow falls and hits yourself, you get a speed boost from the knockback effect. If you enchant the bow with punch stone, the knockback effect will be greater. Imagine using this when chasing your friends. They won't even be able to escape, because you can move about 25 blocks per second at this point. If you use the speed die potion on yourself again, the speed can be increased to 28 blocks per second. This method is very practical for making big jumps in the game. Of course, there are also techniques to improve speed while running itself. The normal running speed is 5.6 meters per second. Place a block above your head, then continuously press the jump key. The running speed can be increased to 8.1 meters per second. Wearing boots with Soul Speed 3 on Soul Sand, the speed can reach 9.1 meters per second. If you place blocks overhead, lay ice blocks below to run on, speed can reach 17 blocks per second. Replace regular ice with slippery blue ice. Speed can increase to 21 meters per second. Add trapdoors overhead. Reduce movement space to make jumping faster. Speed can reach 23 blocks per second. After drinking a speed eye potion, speed can further increase to 25 blocks per second. But these are still not the limits of running speed. This guy discovered an almost magical method, which is by using wooden boats, packing many boats in a small area. Then using a dispenser, when coming into contact with these boats, it creates a strong knockback effect. The more boats stacked, the greater the knockback effect. The guy stacked thousands of boats together, then destroy the bottom boat. You can see how deep the shadow is. Then the guy gets ready. Count down 3 numbers, approach the wooden boat. It is practically teleportation. Upon reviewing the replay, it was discovered the speed actually reached 96 blocks per second. This is undoubtedly the fastest among simple methods. The simple method testing is complete. The guy starts challenging medium difficulty travel methods. Minecarts are considered slow by many players, typically can only travel 8 blocks per second, but there are actually several ways to increase its speed. It is just that these methods are not widely known. The first method, place a boat on the rails, then push the minecart into it. This results in a minecart that moves automatically without any power. It moves 1 block faster than a regular minecart. The second method, place a redstone block every other block, and place powered rails on top. The minecart moves faster. Place a powered rail. Activate with a lever. Place 2 more regular rails below. Then break the outermost one. Continue this pattern all the way to the end. The minecart can reach a speed of 10.5 blocks per second. The following method does not require powered rails, but the process of laying rails is quite tedious. After arranging the rails in a specific way, the minecart speed can actually reach 15 blocks per second. There is another method that seems even more absurd. The construction process is equally cumbersome. Only a quarter circle is needed, yet the speed can reach 17 blocks per second. This is more than twice the speed of a regular minecart. The last 2 methods can make minecarts move faster, but the steps are more complex. First, place redstone blocks. Arrange the rails in a specific pattern. Then remove all redstone blocks. Replace them with pistons. Place blocks next to all pistons. Finally, connect all pistons with repeaters. This completes a piston booster. Place the minecart. Press the button. The minecart can move forward at a speed of 20 blocks per second. If building a track with an angle instead of a straight track, the speed can reach about 28 blocks per second. Besides minecarts, driving a boat on blue ice is also a popular method. It is quite fast, can reach up to 70 blocks per second. However, this method has an obvious disadvantage. It requires a long startup time to achieve maximum speed. A several kilometer long ice track is necessary. The guy also tried a unique method. Create a large number of minecarts. When placing them, ensure there are 2 blocks between each. Get into the minecart and continuously click the mouse to quickly reach the end. To test the maximum speed of this method, the guy used an auto clicker. Click interval set to 1 millisecond. And repeat 99,999 times. Count down 3 numbers. The dude darts between minecarts like the wind. After calculation, the speed of this method can reach 111 blocks per second. Much faster than blue ice boats. Test wooden boats using the same method. Speed is almost the same as minecarts, but minecarts clearly have more advantages, because you can't look back while sitting in a boat. After testing the medium difficulty method, the player encountered more challenging high difficulty methods. What many veteran players know is, fill a 1 block high tunnel with water, catch a dolphin and place it in a cage next to the tunnel. When the player swims in the tunnel, the dolphin will grant the player dolphin's grace. Make the player's speed super fast. Can consistently reach 50 blocks per second. If the floor is replaced with soul sand, and ensure the boots have soul speed 3 enchantment, then drink a swiftness tea potion. The speed can increase to 140 blocks per second. This method is both fast and efficient. Using a trident enchanted with Riptide, a 3, is also a fast movement method. The player can launch themselves from water. The speed is approximately 45 blocks per second. If used with Elytra, not only can it better maintain speed, but also continuously use the trident to advance rapidly. The maximum speed can actually reach 500 blocks per second. This speed even exceeds the sky limit. There is also the method using TNT minecarts. Similar to the previous bolt launcher, by stacking TNT minecarts to achieve powerful knockback effects. First, you need to build an obsidian box. Place all TNT minecarts. Lay out a pathway with blue ice in the middle. And build obsidian walls around it. Ensure everything launches straightforward. Prepare more TNT minecarts. Enchant the equipment with blast protection. Eat golden apples and drink turtle master potions. After gaining resistance effect, you can proceed with testing. Count down 3 numbers again. The dude instantly flew out. By checking the replay, the speed reached 539 blocks per second. Although the speed was fast, the preparation process was too cumbersome. Few people would attempt it. Next is the method using Ender Pearls. By building a simple redstone device, Ender Pearls can be launched farther. Hold the Ender Pearl and stand by the device. Continuously click the right mouse button. The velocity of the thrown Ender Pearls, 79 blocks per second. If using a trident enchanted with Riptide 3, first launch yourself from water, then immediately throw the pearl. The speed can reach 150 blocks per second. Moreover, this method is quite practical. Players can carry a water bucket for use anytime. Another method utilizes TNT for launching. The method of Ender Pearls. Need to build a soul sand elevator and complex devices like TNT dispensers and connect them with redstone. Using only 7 dispensers, the speed can reach 320 blocks per second. If more TNT is stacked, the speed can be further increased. However, this method has a problem. Due to its excessive power, may cause Ender Pearls to never land. Situations where teleportation fails occur. The advanced difficulty methods are already astonishing, but the brothers' exploration journey is far from over. Next comes testing the top tier methods, and these methods are likely to cause the game to crash. The first top tier method still relates to Ender Pearls. But this time, a huge number of boats need to be placed. The brothers spent 150 minutes collecting wood, filled the chest with boats. During the automatic stacking of wooden boats, the computer experienced noticeable lag. The frame rate dropped to 96 FPS. After 150 minutes, all wooden boats were fully stacked. The guy built a tunnel on top to make it easier to jump down and be launched. This time the guy didn't count down from 3, directly walked into the device. He instantly flew out. The ground is no longer visible to the naked eye. The test results are shocking. The speed surprisingly reached 100 blocks per second. If the world were filled with such devices, there would truly be no need for other means of travel. The second top method is considered the strangest way to travel in the game. First, you need to find a llama. Craft a shield with unbreaking 3 enchantment. Build a platform in the sky. Find a pillager outpost to obtain the bad omen effect. Initiate a raid. Eliminate all pillagers until a ravager appears. Lure the ravager away. Place it in a minecart and transport it to the platform in the sky. Use the slab to make the llama stand on it. Most people don't know. Ravagers have a secret attack method, when blocking its attack with a shield. The ravager's attack motion knocks back everything around. Players can take advantage of this. Quickly mount the llama while the ravager is performing a special attack. Launched out like teleportation. Can reach a speed of 500 blocks per second. The dude modified this method. Move the ravager on top. Make it stand perfectly on a stair block, eliminating the need for llamas. Just let the ravager hit the shield. Quickly run to the other side. Can reach a speed of 2000 blocks per second. Although this method is convenient, the process of obtaining ravagers is somewhat troublesome. Finally, it is time to test the fastest movement method in Minecraft. We've all seen stacked TNT minecarts used to achieve high speed, but no one has tried stacking them to an extreme degree, because this method is too dangerous. The guy invited friends to help. The guy first went to the farm to get enough iron ingots to make minecarts, and then took the required gunpowder from the gunpowder farm, dug enough sand to make TNT. Before combining minecarts with TNT, need to first build a platform to place them. The center of the platform is where all TNT minecarts will be placed. The friend of the dude will stand there. Before being launched, also need to place a dispenser to distribute all TNT minecarts. The dude built an automatic stacking device like a bolt launcher. Activated after 150 minutes of waiting. But the friend's first glance at the device sparked a soul searching question. Is it really safe to jumping? At first, the guy nervously answered that there were only 4 minecarts inside. There is absolutely no life-threatening danger. But his friend obviously wouldn't believe it. Seeing that he couldn't keep lying, the guy had to tell the truth. His friend wasn't just idle either. And refused to take such a dangerous challenge in hardcore mode no matter what, until the guy brought out his 珍藏的下界合金. Note, 下界合金 is a Minecraft term. Translation depends on context. 捡 netherite alloy, if literal. Treasured netherite if in 捡 game context. The friend reluctantly agreed. Before setting out, the brother took out some more items that could enhance safety and handed them to the friend. But the friend wanted the totem of undying in his hand even more. But the brother only had one and didn't want to give it away. Under such circumstances, the friend had no choice but to brace himself and give it a try. In the end, the friend was flung over 4,600 blocks away. After this series of tests, we can see that the fastest way to travel in Minecraft is not with Elytra. The game has various fascinating methods, waiting for players to explore and discover.